I'm not sure where I am. I open up the door of the white Taurus, my arm leaning on the door, my head hanging limply. The only sign I've seen on the dangerous, truck-infested Interstate 40 is a small green metal mile marker 200, which is somewhere between Brinkley and Memphis. My head thumps like it's getting ready to implode. The November sky is gray and the air is cool but heavy. I've managed to pull over at a rest stop, and thankfully there are only 4 big trucks in the upper parking lot. The taste of bile lingers in my mouth and burns my nose. This pressure, oh God, please stop it. I'm a prisoner inside my own head. All I want now is relief, and a thought runs through my mind. End it. Just get out of the car, lie down in this parking lot, and let one of those 18-wheelers squish my head. The pressure of the truck couldn't equal the pressure inside my head. The blood throbs like it's stuck in a vice, and the pain is unbearable, and death would be a relief. The next 3 minutes feel like hours until finally vomit rises like a sleeping enemy rushing hot from my stomach. Weakly, I pull my head up, slumping my body sideways into the seat, trying to breathe. The crickets chirp incongruently, and empty Coke cans and pantyhose and sneaker wrappers litter the parking lot. I'm tempted to crawl over and see if a tiny sip is left in the abandoned Coke can. Out of the blue, a deep, calm voice gently asks, "Can I help?" I think it's yet another hallucination. I am prone to hallucinate with migraines this severe. "Miss, what can I do for you? What do you need?" A heavy man in faded overalls and a black grayish beard with penetrating blue eyes walks towards me. Around him on long red leashes are 2 small white dogs wagging their tails. He's not a hallucination. My migraine-addled brain struggles. He's walking his dogs? I don't care one smattering if he's coming to abduct me. I'm not much to abduct right now. "Tell me what you need. You look like you're in a heap of hurt." I can't answer. I'm sobbing hysterically now. The kindness of the stranger loosens a faucet of tears so deep and old they burst up like a corner fire hydrant. This is the first time anyone has offered to help me in days, months, maybe years. I realize if I don't speak now, he's gonna think I'm mute. I need something to drink. A Coke? Does it work? I point weakly to the rusty old Coke machine near the restrooms. My head slumps back down to the seat. He looks at me strangely. As far as he can see, I'm deathly ill, hysterical, and I'm asking for a Coke, like it's my final meal. It feels like it is. He pauses, one hand in his overall pocket, says, "I'll be right back. You stay still." What can I say to him? This morning, my 17-year-old son slammed his fist into the armoire because I told him I wouldn't live with his not calling or not coming home at night. My 14-year-old has a multitude of attentions from my tardiness and his not turning in homework. A call report sits next to me, noting the doctors I've tried to sell my wares to today, slick drug brochures flung all over the car. I've been jumping in and out of the car, trying to persuade physicians about the benefits of the newest, best psychotropic drug. It's extremely powerful. And now I'm going to have the breakdown at mile marker 200. Irony personified. That's me. That's my life. The 10-page report due in 4 hours for my counseling class at the graduate school flops above my head at the driver's side visor. It focuses on solutions to accomplish rather than on the past. A therapy called solutions-based brief therapy. Ha! Maybe that'll help. My current therapist isn't doing any good. She continues rehashing my family of origin issues, abandonment, no parenting, no support, no guidance. Yeah. I'm highly aware of that. I want to get past that, not stay stuck. Yeah, mister. Hey, can you come live with me and be a father to my 2 angry, testosterone-filled sons? Can you do this ridiculous job? And oh yeah, the car needs to be cleaned out before I meet with Bradley, my micromanaging boss, so I won't get written up again. And the really big question, can you help me understand why men continue to drive me completely crazy? Over sausage and mushroom pizza and Amstel Light, my boyfriend of the past year just told me he didn't want to move forward. And after 3 months of gut-wrenching silence, suddenly he showed up last night and spent 2 hours begging, pleading for me to give him another chance. I feel as if my own heart and head and shoulders and now all of me are tearing me to pieces. Anxiety, fear, exhaustion. And yet the only thing I can ask for is a Coke. The quiet man ambles back. His big, thick hand is wrapped around a sweating can. All they had was Pepsi. His gentle voice brings more tears. How can this stranger be so kind? Thank you, I whisper. He reaches into his overalls and pulls out a neatly folded white handkerchief. Here, take this and wipe your face. Thank you, but I'm okay, I don't need it. Yes, you do. He folds it and gently wipes the snot from the nose, saying, you just keep that one. Well, here, let me find $1 for my drink. No, you don't worry about that. Looks like you've got plenty of troubles already. Thank you. Thanks so much. This time my words creep out from deep places of gratitude and awe. I'm so sorry to be any trouble. It's okay, honey. I don't know what has you so twisted up inside, but the good Lord does. I'm going to keep you in my prayers, and you're going to be all right. You just tell him your heart, and he'll help you. His blue eyes are like patches of the sky, slipping out from behind the clouds above us. Suddenly the leaves blow around the car, and he turns to walk away. But there is an undeniable presence in the emptiness. I watch him climb into a shiny new red Peterbilt, and I glimpse the license plate as the truck begins to pull away. BHW039. What? My current contrite boyfriend, Mr. Unavailable's exact initials and my age inked into the truck's license plate. This gentle man makes an everlasting mark on my soul. Miraculously, my head isn't feeling like there's going to be an imminent explosion. And even though I hate the sweetness of Pepsi, this one tastes good, soothing and healing. I wipe my face with a soft cotton handkerchief, and I notice 3 small initials, JFC. JFC. I wonder who he is. We haven't exchanged any typical niceties, and the only words I've been able to utter are Coke and thanks. Yet somehow he's touched me like no one has in years. I hardly recognize it. Unconditional kindness, nothing else. No ulterior motive. A clean white hanky, a cold can of Pepsi, and a few kind words. I reach over to cram the handkerchief into the glove compartment, But I stop and lift it to my nose and inhale for a few seconds. The smell of Tide envelops me. I'm filled in all my broken places as I remember back 30 years. It's Tide, the detergent Teeny used, who'd been my grandmother's maid in my sanctuary for all of her laundry back in the summers of my childhood. Her scent and love now hovers in this car and fills me with her fierce love and determination. I remember those strong, dark arms wrapped tightly around me. An angel who drives a shiny red 18-wheeler leaves me with this tiny white cloth and the aroma of unconditional love. I inhale one last time and carefully place the hanky in the glove box. I sit back in my seat and look into the now setting sun and ease onto the access road towards home, knowing I'm not alone.